they could say anything because I'm a nice person and I'm accessible. Yeah. So they get to they F around and find out the real deal once they do.
You know, but 15 and 22, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I can kind of see why he's probably not claiming it, because it looks bad on his reputation, because he has a history. Like if you look at like even Beyonce, like he was in his 30s and Beyonce was barely 19.
Tina Knowles is out here going full savage, straight up threatening Jay-Z's alleged son, Rymir. Word is, she told him he's gonna regret ever messing with her family. Rymir claims that ever since he started speaking out about Jay-Z possibly being his father, things have gotten real ugly. He says the threats won't stop. Randoms are pulling up to his crib at 4 in the morning, and somebody even tried to set him up by planting a strap in his car. And now, Tina decided to step in and make it even messier. Allegedly, she had her own people contact Rymir and warn him to keep Jay-Z's name out his mouth. Fans are going off, though. They're calling Tina out for riding harder for her daughter's cheating husband than she ever did for Beyonce's peace of mind. That's wild. But for real, why is Tina always the one out here swinging for Jay like he's the victim? Instead of holding Jay accountable, she's busy coming for this young man who's just trying to be heard. Something ain't adding up here. So who's spinning the truth? Tina, Jay-Z, or Rymir? And get this.
Are you out here talking about Matthew and how he cheated on you for 31 years and you stayed off 31 years, and that's why Beyonce staying off 31 years with her husband? He can cheat with children. She don't give
a phone call between Tina and one of her people got leaked online. It was taken down real quick, but not before blogs caught the tea. Reportedly, Tina called Rymir a problem that needs to go away and said if he keeps talking, she'll make sure he regrets it. But wait, it gets even crazier. Tina Knowles didn't stop at threats. She even brought up sealed court records and name-dropped people in Jersey who owe her favors. That was clearly shade toward the legal chaos Rymir's been caught in for years. At one point, Tina allegedly snapped, "He don't know who he's messing with. We shut this down once. We'll do it again."
Jay-Z had a gag order against him, like trying to get a gag order and try to... If my thing is, if this is not my son, I'll just take a test, get over it. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you did dodge it and whatever, to me, I don't know. I think his mom was underage or something when he was born, so I think that's probably...
That's next level intimidation. And all this drama hit the fan right after Jay-Z filed fresh legal papers accusing Rymir of nonstop harassment. According to court docs obtained by US Weekly, Jay's legal team is claiming that Rymir's latest lawsuit is just another chapter in what they call decades of made-up drama against Sean Carter. The docs even say Rymir's claims were already tossed out in multiple courts before, and they're calling this just a recycled attack.
They definitely don't want it out there. I would say that. It's crazy to me. You know, I'm not asking for no money or nothing. I'm not asking for no handouts or nothing like that. I work every day. I take care of my family. Only thing I'm asking for.
They argue Rymir's ignoring court orders and that he's already been hit with a contempt ruling. But let's be real. The one getting harassed looks more like Rymir, not Jay. And with Tina diving into the mix like this, it's just proving the pressure Rymir's facing is insane. But hold up, it gets way more serious. This ain't just some legal beef. Rymir almost lost his life just for demanding a DNA test. The threats went way beyond words. Rymir and his legal guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, dropped a bombshell on the Hip Hop News Uncensored podcast. They said Rymir was actually shot after filing that paternity suit and asking Jay-Z to take a DNA test. This just turned deadly.
He's just a really smart guy, very smart and very charming and a good person.
But you're Beyonce's mom. Did you ever sit him down when you knew they were getting serious and say, "Listen, Jay-Z, here's the scoop. You better treat her with love and kindness and respect"?
I never had to do that because he told me that he told me those things, that he loved her and that he would treat her with respect.
But that ain't even the end of it. Rymir's guardian, Dr. Lily Coley, came forward and said after the lawsuit dropped, strangers started popping up at her door out of nowhere, clearly trying to scare her into backing off. She made it clear, this fight isn't just about Jay-Z. It's about standing up to the rich and powerful who think they can silence everyday people. And the pressure on Rymir didn't stop there.
It was shot at. Somewhere in September,
He was in the parking lot with other people near where he's at living now. And out of all the cars there, his was the only one shot up. So we believe that was a nexus or a connection, I believe, between the case and what's going on because it was around the time.
Former Rockefeller artist Oschino just came out in full support of Rymir, and he exposed that someone really tried to set Rymir up by planting a gun in his car. That's no coincidence. According to Oschino, Jay-Z even tried to pay Rymir off at first just to make the whole thing go away. But Rymir didn't take the bait. He said no to the money, and that's when Jay allegedly started pulling sneaky moves to shut him down completely. And here's the part that had the internet in shock. Oschino also confirmed the rumor that Rymir's late mother, Wanda, was only 15 when Jay allegedly got her pregnant. That takes the whole situation to a much darker place. So now Jay-Z's team wants to flip it and paint Rymir as the one doing the harassing, when all this man ever asked for was a simple DNA test. And let's keep it real. Rymir didn't chase clout, didn't call the blogs, didn't pop up with a camera crew. He went through the courts, he followed the rules, and still ended up getting shot once the lawsuit made headlines. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's got the power to stall cases, shut down courtrooms, and drag people through legal hell until they're broke and broken. Rymir's not staying quiet. He's accusing Jay-Z of manipulating the entire legal system to make sure his paternity case never saw the light of day. In his new lawsuit, Rymir's going straight for the jugular. He's even naming judges who he claims conspired with Jay to toss out his case. That's huge. According to Rymir, Jay-Z flat out lied under oath by claiming he didn't own any property in New Jersey. Why? So the court would say they didn't have jurisdiction over him. But Rymir's team came with the receipts, property deeds, and tax records with Jay-Z's name all over them. So if that's true, that's perjury. The lawsuit even calls out 6 judges who Rymir says were in on the cover-up, allegedly backing Jay by insisting over and over that he didn't have property in the state. It's giving serious corruption vibes. And as soon as Rymir started going public about how the system treated him, things got scary. Someone shot at his car, not just once either.
In addition to that, we've had people come to my home in the past, driving on the grass. We have people knocking on the door at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been through all of it, mostly around the filing. This is a bigger picture than this. We want to try to make a difference with the Pro Se Act or the Legal Abuse Act, bringing new legislation and trying to sit down at the table with the lawmakers to make a difference. In addition to the fact, because, like you said before, Mr. Carter might not never do anything, and I'm sure he probably won't, but it ain't about him. This is about the system allowing things to happen that were very egregious and put our lives at stake in some regards. So I just wanted to say that's what another reason why we were still going to the criminal stuff for the second time. This time the prosecutor's office locally did get involved, but everything is slow moving and things are happening, and it's corruption going on. The law says in New Jersey that if the person who resists to take the test is presumed the father, that's what the law says. Here in New Jersey, anybody who don't want to do it and go away from doing it or prevents from doing it is presumed the father. So right now he's presumed the father. He's not even alleged.
The filing says both Rymir and his guardian doctor, Lily Coley, were tailed around their own neighborhood by unknown cars. Some even pulled up onto their lawn in the dead of night, like 4 a.m. type of creepy. Rymir says he's convinced this is all being done by people connected to Jay-Z. And now he's going after the courts, the judges, everybody. He's accusing them of violating his constitutional rights. Big accusations. So imagine dealing with all of that. And now Beyoncé's mom decides to jump into the chaos and start sending threats too. Tina going after Rymir is already strange. But it gets even messier when you realize she's defending Jay harder than Beyoncé ever has. What's really going on here? Even after Jay-Z cheated on Beyoncé and embarrassed her in front of the whole world, Tina was out here posting lovey-dovey captions about him, calling it all just a mistake. Like, seriously? It's almost like Tina rides harder for Jay than she ever did for her own daughter. And now she's out here threatening a man just for asking for a DNA test.
His alleged son?
No. You talk to him personally? That's his son.
You think that's his son?
Yeah. You know what I think his son? First of all, Jay-Z offered the money. At first, he offered them bread, like, and everything, but his aunt, this is like his caretaker, didn't like approve of it. She said, no, Jay-Z got a lien on her house, all type of shit that was going on. Yeah, the lady put up paperwork and everything with his name on it and all that. I mean, but young boy's so thorough though. He just wanted dad. He not trying to get no money. He not trying to do none of that. I mean, that's why. But something happened to him, and I was like, yo, that sounds kind of weird. He said he was coming out from work, going to work, and it was a gun in his car. Like when he opened the door, he seen the gun. He said he went to go call his man, like, yo, did you leave a gun in my car? His man's like, no. He said, why you on the phone talking to his man? The cops pull up and lock him up. He told the cops, no, that's not my gun. He's like, so he went in the building he was in, and they seen that somebody pulled up and put the guns in his car. Oh. And pulled off. I said, bro, I don't know nobody in the hood that got guns to just waste like that to do that. I don't know what. He's like, yeah, so like Jay-Z had a gag order against him, like trying to get a gag order and try.
That's not just messy, it's low-key creepy. But Tina's strange loyalty to Jay-Z isn't even the wildest part. Industry insiders are spilling crazier tea, and Jaguar Wright went off. She's claiming Tina's obsession with Jay runs deep. According to Jaguar, Tina was the one who actually pushed a young Beyoncé to get with Jay-Z in the first place. Jaguar says Tina was so into Jay that when he showed even a little interest in Beyoncé, she jumped at the chance and told her daughter to go along with it, like she was offering her up to the industry. That's wild enough, but it gets way darker. Jaguar didn't stop there. She claimed that Tina might have had something going on with Jay-Z before he ever linked with Beyoncé. That bombshell left a lot of folks shook, and now the timeline's looking real weird. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, fans noticed something odd. After Tina and her ex Richard Lawson finalized their divorce, she reportedly made him sign an NDA. Like, what kind of secrets is she trying to bury? Tina had her ex-husband Richard Lawson sign an NDA that specifically bans him from saying anything bad about Jay-Z. Like what? Why would she even assume Richard might speak out against Jay unless he saw something shady while hanging around the Carter crew? Now that raises some serious questions. And it gets worse. Tina didn't just turn a blind eye to the huge age gap between Jay-Z and Beyoncé. She also looked past the fact that when they first got together, Jay-Z was literally on probation for stabbing a man. Yeah, real talk. Jay was accused of stabbing music exec Lance Rivera, ended up pleading guilty to third-degree assault, and got slapped with 3 years probation. And yet Tina was still out here supporting him like nothing happened. But Tina's history has even more dark corners.
The thing is, if this is not my son, I'll just take a test, get over with. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you dodged it and whatever, to me, I don't know. I think his mom was underage or something when he was born, so I think that's probably. Yeah, I think that's probably part of it.
Yeah.
But like I said again, it's not the same as now.
But is the mom still alive?
No, she died. She died.
Huh.
She was 15 when she had him.
Oh. How old was Jay?
Like 20-something, I guess.
Oh.
Like 20, probably early 20, like 24.
We don't know if it's...
According to Beyoncé's former vocal coach David Lee Brewer, Tina once made straight-up colorist remarks about one of the young girls in Beyoncé's early group, Girls' Time. Brewer says Tina referred to group member Ashley Tamar Davis as too big, dark, and ugly. That's a major red flag. So when you stack all of this up, from gag orders to violent charges to offensive comments, it's looking real hypocritical for Tina to be threatening Rymir like she's got the moral high ground. She might want to take several seats before coming at anyone. Here comes another twist. Just when you thought Tina Knowles couldn't get any shadier, she decided to come for Nicki Minaj. All because Nicki showed support for Rymir and dared to speak on her own weird run-ins with Jay-Z. Like, seriously? It kicked off when 50 Cent posted a screenshot of a headline about Rymir's lawsuit. He captioned it with some slick sarcasm. Can somebody help me with this one? What does this man want? He is a 34-year-old man. There is no back child support. What exactly does he want? Then he threw in some wild shade. But we're all thinking the same thing. That is his nose. LOL. Nicki caught wind of that post and added her own comment by sharing a screenshot and writing, "Oh, is this why he was trending the other day? I don't know. I hope all is well. To God be the glory."
Wait a minute, are you saying Tina Jay-Z?
I'm saying it's all in the family.
What?
That's why Solange so terrible. Because Solange ain't going for it. She's the real talent. She's the one with real integrity.
It wasn't even messy, just curious. But apparently, that was enough to set Tina off. Now remember, Nicki's been calling out Rock Nation for weeks, saying they're about to get hit with a RICO case real soon. She's been dragging Jay-Z online, and suddenly Tina jumps in to defend him. Again! Tina reposted a fan-made video about her and Beyoncé on her Instagram story, but the caption had everybody raising eyebrows. She wrote, "Good morning. It feels good to wake up knowing my faves didn't lose their minds. Like some people. Y'all have a great day. Remember to ignore the ignorance, as Ms. Tina would say." Oop! People instantly clocked that as shade toward Nicki in her recent posts, but Tina later tried to backtrack, claiming it wasn't aimed at anyone specific. Girl, please. The timing speaks for itself, but fans are not staying quiet about this. Between Tina shading anyone who speaks on Jay-Z to her flat-out threatening Rymir just for trying to figure out who his real father is, people are saying they've had enough of Tina Knowles. And here's what the mainstream won't touch. Some folks online are now dead serious, claiming Tina's been into some dark stuff for years.
Coming back to my apartment to tell me that I had made the right decision, she told me it was just as well. Now, I don't know if I want to read this part because this is what she said to me, and it's really nasty. And this is a direct quote. "Ashley is talented, but she is so big. She towers over the other girls, and she is too dark."
One user on X didn't hold back, calling her a Creole witch with nothing on her mind but living through Beyoncé. They added, "She needs to focus on why she can't keep a marriage, instead of acting like Jay-Z's personal security." Another user snapped, writing, "The fact that Tina Knowles is trying to insert herself into this is straight up pathetic. Where were you when your son-in-law was dogging your daughter? Where were you during all those sacrifices? You evil witch! Your whole family is crazy and satanic." And it doesn't stop there. Another voice just came forward, claiming both Tina and Jay-Z are deep into the dark arts. This ain't just rumors anymore. It's giving full-blown cult energy, and it's way creepier than anyone imagined. If you think this story is wild now, trust, it's only getting deeper. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear the real story. We'll see you on the next one.